What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be discussing an update Roblox just rolled out and what this means for the future of the platform. So a couple days ago at the time of recording, the Roblox RTC put out a tweet that said Roblox has lowered the price of uploading and publishing 2D clothing. It will now cost 80 Robux to upload and 10 Robux to publish, totaling 90. Previously, it was planned to cost up to 800 Robux to upload and publish. In addition, 3D items are now also uploaded at 80 Robux. However, the previous 3D publishing fees will remain. So basically what this means is, instead of Roblox clothing costing 5 Robux to upload like it did back in the day, which is how I got started, I would have never ever done Roblox clothing or any merch for this channel or anything like that if it would have costed 90 Robux back in the day. That's just too much. That's too much for when you're starting a channel and you have no Robux basically. But hey, if you have 100 Robux, you can make 20 shirts. This new update makes it a million times harder to upload Roblox clothing. The problem with this is, and we were already seeing it die out over the last couple years, we're not getting any more, or not as many at least, Roblox clothing groups, home stores, stuff like that. Or like people would make their clothing groups and then advertise them with the ads on the platform, which I thought helped grow the creativity of the platform. People could make their own designs for clothing, upload them, put them at the price they want, only have to spend 5 Robux to upload them, and then set them at whatever price they want to, and then they could create whatever funny ads they want to make, or aesthetic ads, or whatever type of advertisement they wanted to make. If they were a serious group, if they were a funny Roblox clothing group, whatever it was. And this was a way that a lot of people made Robux back in the day. Now I probably made maybe 200 Robux off of clothing ever on the platform. But people were making bank on Roblox with Roblox clothing groups back in the day. And that's where my problem with this comes in, is you're taking power away from the players. You're taking it away from the small creators who don't have a lot but have the skill and can prove it. You're taking away their accessibility to the platform. You're telling them basically if they want to upload Roblox clothing, it's going to cost them basically $5 to upload 5 clothing items, which is ridiculous because if you know how Roblox is, sometimes when you upload a shirt, if there's nothing wrong with it even, the moderation will for some reason flag it and it'll delete your clothing. And when it does that now, that's 90 Robux down the drain. When it did it back in the day, you were like, 5 Robux, it's really not that much. It's okay, I have enough to make another shirt, it'll be alright. With this update though, that takes out a big chunk if you're someone who spends, if you're younger, you spend $5 on Roblox. That's a lot at the time, right? If you don't have a job to make money, that's a lot of money to just throw away on Roblox. But all you do is spend $5 back in the day, and you could make a group for 100 Robux and use the other 400 to make 80 clothing items. That's right, you could make your group and get started, upload your, group photo, whatever you want, and then you could upload 80 clothing items. 80. You could upload 40 pants, 40 shirts, you could upload 80 shirts, you could upload 80 pants, whatever combination obviously. But that's kind of how I got started. I'd make a YouTube channel, I'd have $5 into Roblox, and I can make a group for my channel, and I can make merch consistently for it because it doesn't cost a crazy fee. And there's no Roblox Plus that locks features behind a paywall back in the day, but now I think it's just crazy. You basically have to pay a $5 subscription to be on Roblox if you want to be any type of creator, at minimum. And that doesn't come with any Robux at all. Now, the other thing we're going to cover in this is how they tried to say, oh, this is an improvement, we're listening to the community with this. Because 6 days earlier, they announced that starting on July 14th, Roblox will be reducing what creators earn from 2D items from 70% to 30%. If sold in-game, the game developer will earn 40% and the creator will start to earn 30%. In addition, to upload either 2D or 3D items, you need to pay 200 Robux and be ID verified, or have a linked parent account. To upload, you will need an active Plus/Premium membership and pay a publishing advance starting at 600 Robux, totaling to 800 Robux minimum per item. So they said, hey, it doesn't cost you $10 anymore to make a Roblox clothing item. It doesn't cost you $10 anymore. It only costs you $1. It shouldn't cost $1. You shouldn't have to throw away this much real life money just to experiment with making some clothing, or make it so inaccessible and hard for people who don't have hundreds of dollars to spend on Roblox to make clothing. I hate this because I used to be a big Roblox clothing guy myself, and so if I was still a young guy on the platform and I was wanting to start right now to make clothing, I'd probably go, oh, that's cool, I'd probably make a shirt, use the template, whatever, it took time to learn the template and how it works and everything. Trial and error. But if I messed up my first shirt and I go on there and I go, oh, it's 90 Robux to publish a shirt, and I put it up and it gets deleted or it doesn't come out quite right because you don't know if your shirt looks good or not until it's uploaded to the platform. That's how Roblox works. You have to see it on an actual character to see if everything lines up like you think it does, especially when you're first starting. You don't understand the templates fully and how to consistently make it come out good. Sometimes you have to adjust things. It's just part of making Roblox clothing. But if I go, oh, I just spent a fifth of the money that I have on Roblox. Really a fourth of it that I have left. I spent 25% basically, almost 25% of what I have left after making my first group on a shirt that doesn't work. So I have 3 more opportunities to do this, or else I'm broke, I have nothing. And also, when you make it 90 Robux to upload a shirt, you're not gonna make profit off of it. Basically, I don't see how anyone, like, you have to have such an influx of customers, right? So many people that want to buy your shirt, because nobody buys Roblox clothing for more than 5 to 10 Robux. That's just the truth. Nobody buys it for more than that. No one's paying 100. You can't go, oh, it's 90 Robux to upload a shirt. I'll make my shirt price 100 even, which still wouldn't come out quite right because of the way Roblox does taxes. But if you think about it, without Roblox tax, even that would be like, no one's gonna buy that. No one's gonna buy it if it's 5 to 10. Usually people don't even spend 10 Robux on shirts. Usually it's like, most people are spending 5. So back when the price was 5, if you sold it for 5, you would get 3 Robux, and Roblox would take 2 Robux out of that 5. And so sometimes you might go, oh, I'll upload it for 7 or 10 Robux, try to make a little bit of money back. So if a couple people buy it, okay, you make a nice little profit, 25, 30 Robux. That's pretty good if you don't have anything going for you and you're just trying to upload clothes and promote it through a small YouTube channel. But the problem that this causes is that you can no longer start out as a small creator. You have to somehow have an in with the community. You have to somehow already have enough Robux you've made off the website, or be someone with a job and an income that can spend money on Robux. But your platform is a vast majority of children who don't have money to spend Robux. And I don't even mean little children, I mean like teenagers. Teenagers don't generally have a bunch of money to just spend on Robux. Especially young ones who can't work yet. Because that's where I was at a couple years ago. And I was able to make Roblox clothing, make a little bit of Robux off of it. And it was pretty nice to see that pay off. But that can't happen now. That can't work. No, Roblox has killed their entire design of how clothing and the economy works on Roblox. And I hate it. You're taking power away from the people. You're taking it away from the average person on Roblox, which is how everybody gets started. So if you sign up for Roblox today, you would have no incentive to want to be any type of creator on the platform. Back in the day, it was so accessible. You could be a YouTuber, you could be a clothing group designer, clothing group creator, whatever you want to call it. Clothing designer on Roblox. You could create your own home store and just so many different things. And so what I'm trying to get to in saying all of this is that the community does not thrive and does not do better when you take away power from people. Now they try to say, oh, it's a safety issue, it's a safety issue. You think if someone wants to do something bad enough, they're not going to spend $1 on Roblox to do it? You really think so? If someone's that hard set on that, and that's not what I'm trying to get into today. But my point is, you can't blame that on safety. Oh, clothing, that's safety. Get better moderation if you're allowing designs that shouldn't be on the platform. Don't punish the consumers. Don't punish the innocent players who use the platform as intended. Because what that does is drive them away from your platform. You're not the only game that exists in the world. And this is why you don't see as many big creators like we did back in the day. You don't see different stuff. Like, it was such an accessible platform for new people who came to Roblox that it felt like fun to try to be a creator. It felt like anyone could do it. Now it feels like it's all locked behind a giant paywall. Because even if you look at the developer side of things, Roblox is making it super duper expensive to upload a Roblox game. They're making it so expensive, it's insanity. It's in a worse state than the clothing is right now. If you want to make a Roblox game, you have to have Roblox Plus, that's $5, to publish a game to Roblox. And that's crazy. And their slogan is powering imagination. Powering imagination, but you have to pay $5.99 a month. And then after that, you're allowed to buy the Robux that you want to go make your stuff. You have to pay at least $5.99 a month just to have access to the features. Not to get a little bit of Robux to use on them as well. No, you get nothing for $5.99. So my point in trying to talk about this today, in today's video, is to tell you guys we need to push back against these updates. I understand people say, oh, I like this, oh, I don't like it, it's a safety issue. At some point, you have to push back, because at some point, they're taking power away from their players, somewhat for corporate greed, with upping the prices of this stuff. At some point, it starts with corporate greed. At some point, it's not just, oh, we want what's best for our users. If you've been on the platform long enough, you know that that's not why Roblox would do something like this. Now, I also think the lawsuits against the platform are rather ridiculous, but that's a topic for another video on another day. But if they keep going in this direction they're going in, they will eventually drive away all creativity from the platform. The entire front page, even though it kind of already is, will fully be filled with brain rot slop games and virtually nothing else. The algorithm is so broken on the platform, and you're taking away the ability for people to be creative and make new things, and you took away user ads, you took away accessibility to clothing. Now you've taken away the ability to make a game pretty much from anyone who's a small creator who doesn't have enough money to pay $100 to make a game. So It's just really frustrating to see the platform go from where it was 10 years ago, even really 5 years ago. It wasn't in that bad of a spot, but I think it all started going downhill when they removed user ads, and now they're doubling down on taking away accessibility to creativity from their average users on the platform. I believe we have to push back right now against these Roblox updates. We have to come together to push back against them, or it's going to continue like this, full speed downhill until the platform is no more. These updates don't help their stock go up. You're driving away your player base. Without your players, there is no stock. Without your players, there's not Roblox. So from a business perspective, it makes no sense to do this, to drive people away, or at least drive people away from wanting to be creative. So they see Roblox as this platform that's, steal a brain rot, Bloxburg jailbreak, the same old boring games, and there's nothing new. There's nothing new because Roblox is making it harder to make things new. They're making it hard to show your creativity on a platform that's supposed to let you be creative and power your imagination. I know they've been doing some bad updates for the last really 2-3 years probably, but I think these cross a different line of drawing players away from the game because you're basically taking features of the game away from them, or the platform, whatever you want to call it. The experiences, knowing Roblox, but it's just we've seen this style they've tried to go in of being overly corporate, and we've seen them revert some things like changing experiences back to games, changing connections back to friends. People don't like that stuff, and at some point they have to listen to the community, and we have to speak out. We can't keep, every creator's going to RDC, and every creator's just loving where the platform's going and supporting them constantly. Somebody's got to tell them at some point, right? Like, got to stand up to the corporate greed and Roblox and what they're doing. And we've also got to stop with all the ridiculous lawsuits. I mean, every single state is trying to find something wrong with the platform, and it is the same as any other platform for online games ever. I'll get into that in another video. I believe the lawsuits, though, put them in a very difficult position where they feel like they have to make some type of change, and the changes they make lean towards corporate greed, but also satisfy the people trying to sue them. And they say, this is making it safer, please don't sue us. So I think it puts Roblox in a slight pickle, but that's no reason to go agree with the update, because you're scared someone's going to sue and shut the platform down. Because if they try to shut it down, that's when you start pushing back against that. That's about all I have to say for this video. I hope they turn things around somewhat. I hope they revert things back to how they used to be with the clothing, but knowing them, they probably won't revert back unless they pull out of the stock market, stop chasing the corporate greed and the money, and focus instead on their player base and what best benefits the true diehard players who truly love the platform. That is all for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. And as always, peace!